What the fuck is up, everybody? You know who the fuck it is. It's the Homie Toe, one half of your favorite group. And we back in the building, Homie Genius, man. We back in this mug. You know, I'm always with my dog,
Top notch, you know what it is.
Arthur Phillip. We in the building. Homie Genius, brought to you by Cannabis Cactus. Always free.
Never prickly.
If you don't know, get this month's issue. Make sure you go download the app, all that good stuff. All kinds of great things going on there every month, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be at the Super Show, so make sure you holler us there.
Check us out.
Mama One is eating treats for all your edibles, huh? Make sure you go order that shit. I got some gushers here, 150 milligrams. Fire, right?
Yes, sir. Super fun.
You guys got anything going on?
Who's you guys?
Yeah, you
No,
and
I'm
Mama
just
One.
joking. Yeah, April 10th. There's a. I wasn't sure, to be honest. There's a event. I think it's called Rally for Autism. And they're doing like a little pop-up picnic event. Yeah, there's gonna be some stuff going on. So we're gonna be like a small part of that. So that's probably the thing coming up soonest. So check us out.
Yep, I think one of your anniversary too, right, or something like that.
Yep, that's coming up a little bit further down the line, but yep.
Holo, always man, hooking it up. They're our newest sponsor, so thank you all, man, for supplying this amazing concentrate.
Yes, indeed.
They gave us Lava Dog and what other one? Jack Dogs this month or this week.
Yes, sir.
So make sure you go cop them. All your dispensaries, they're all over the place, man. I think they got to run a deal right now with like 2 for $40 or something like that.
Nice.
So make sure you go do that. And then we got, I'll let you talk about them.
Muiso.
Blunts, man.
Muiso.
I mean,
it's
they're not
pre-rolls. It's not blunts. It's tobacco-free. They're wraps. I think they're hemp wraps, right? And yeah, lots of different flavors, man. That's one of our big sponsors. We appreciate them. We got the new sign in the background. Check it out. Yeah, man. So we appreciate everybody, all of our sponsors.
Yeah, man, I appreciate all of it, man. That's fucking so much dope, man. But Homemade Genius, this is season 4, episode, I don't know, 9 or something like that. But man, we got a good one.
Huge
like
one,
a special.
man.
We had to do a special time. It's like the sun is on my face.
Yeah, it might
over
look
here.
a little different in here.
But we had to do it, man. It's the one and only Sincerely Collins, bro.
Yes, sir. Boop, boop, boop,
Appreciate
boop.
y'all having me, man.
I needed a
I know,
horn,
you
right?
did that. But yeah, man. Yeah, we appreciate you coming through. Like he said, man, we'll make it work. You know, we found out this is the time we had to get it in, man. We'll show up. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate y'all for real.
Yeah,
I
man.
like your setup here.
I appreciate it. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that.
we definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, man. A man of your stature, you work real hard, man. We real recognize real and realize you've accomplished some things, man. So anytime you wanted to come in, we was gonna allow it. You know what I mean?
Appreciate
Come
you.
hang out with us and shit.
For sure.
How you doing, man? How's your day? Busy?
I'm doing great. Yeah, it's been a busy day. Lots going on, but the grind continues, you know? The saga keeps going.
And then my man over here to the right of you is a special. We don't normally do it, but me and him was gonna have a sesh. Crazy fan of yours truly over here. So I said, man, why don't you just come sit down with us and you get to hang out with him,
100%.
you
Chop
know
it
what
up.
I mean? So
Yeah,
that was
totally
pretty
top
cool,
notch.
right?
Yeah, hella grateful to be here, and especially grateful to meet Mr. Collins over
Oh,
here.
yeah, bro.
That's what's up.
fucking cannabis guru. So
Yeah, a
all
little
kinds
bit.
of great knowledge. We was breaking it down earlier, and I was telling him, man, you're speaking foreign to me. You know what I mean? 'Cause talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. But good to have you on, man.
Thanks for having me.
Back to Sir Cecily, man. How's your day, man?
It's going great, brother.
Yeah, you got busy week.
Busy week, busy month, busy year, you know, but I'm here for all of it.
Right. Start off born and raised. Where you from?
Yeah, born and raised right here, Phoenix, Arizona.
Nice.
Grew up on the east side over in Chandler, Mesa area. Went to Dobson High School. You know, started doing music when I was 14, selling CDs and stuff out of the high school, out of the trunk,
Mhm.
all that shit. Started a rock band when I was 19 years old.
Oh, shit.
Inspired by just, you know, a lot of the local greats like Jimmy Eat World, Authority Zero, people like that. So we were doing a lot of shows with them. Did that till I was 23. When I was 23, I came up with the Sincerely Collins name and put out a couple of mixtapes and an album, and some shit took off. So here we are.
That's what's up. So before the Sincerely Collins thing, it was a group that you had? You said it was like a...
Yeah, I had a band for a few years.
Okay,
Yeah,
band.
a rock band. Yep.
And how many people were in the band?
Fluctuated between 4 and 6. So
Okay.
it started out with 5 of us. Went down to just like, you know, guitar, bass, drums, and vocal for a little while, and then eventually we ended up getting 2 guitars and a keyboardist as well. So
That's what's up. I want to even rewind a little bit more. You brothers, sisters growing up? How was that like?
So I grew up with my grandparents. I had a pretty interesting upbringing. And my brothers and sisters were my aunts and uncles. I didn't have any direct brothers and sisters, but because I was adopted by my grandparents, they were my brothers and sisters.
Oh man,
Were you similar in age to them?
No, not
No?
even close.
Oh, like a
no,
lot
they were
younger?
they were my aunts and uncles
okay.
for real. But just because I was adopted by my grandparents, they then became legally my brothers and sisters.
Oh, okay,
So,
I see.
so I didn't have any actual brothers and sisters.
Oh, okay.
Just just that. Actually, okay, so let's fast forward. When I was like 25 years old, I met my real dad, found out he had a son, so I do have a real
Oh, okay. But growing up, you
growing
didn't
up, I
know.
didn't have
Right.
siblings, yeah.
Okay.
damn! I was gonna ask the childhood like. Do you want to
Yeah,
speak on that?
we tapped into a lot of shit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Real quick. So when I was 2, my mother went missing. She worked at an electronics company, and she was working there like overnight, putting together like microchips and shit.
Oh shit.
And one morning she just didn't come back from work. And there's a lot of speculation. We don't know exactly what happened.
Oh,
but
even
there's-
still to this day?
Still to this day.
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
So
Sorry to hear that, man. That's crazy. Shit.
yeah, so that was like how things started. That's why my grandparents took me in, all that.
Okay.
My dad wasn't there from the jump, so I met him years later, you know. But yeah, that's how it started off.
Damn, bro. I didn't. We was tapping into.
That's a lot. Yeah, Chef. I mean, yeah, it's crazy how shit changes fast
So in
for you.
school,
You know what I mean?
how were you in school growing up like this? Is it like you fighting kind of stuff? Are you playing ball? Are you just writing music? Are you in a band? How was school?
Yeah,
like?
school was interesting for me. I was always like I was always just standout type of kid. Like we didn't know what it was gonna be, but I was always a standout type of kid. I was good at hoops. So I'd made all the basketball teams and played varsity up until high school, up until 11th grade. I was an artist, so I was always drawing. I'd started writing, like I said, when I was 14.
Dope.
So it was known that like there was a lot of creativity in me. When I was really, really young, you know, the doctors and the therapists and stuff, they all thought that I was gonna just go down the deep end. You know what I mean? Like, kid like this, you know, he grows up in a environment where he doesn't have his parents. He's confused, like trying to figure out who he is in life. Like,
Right.
he's definitely gonna be getting in trouble. But that just wasn't the case. I just like always was motivated by things that I could do and create, and so that kind of led me down the correct path.
That's dope.
Yeah, man, that's definitely inspiring. I mean, the whole I still am feeling for you for the whole mom thing. No joke, bro. We've had some pretty interesting people that have gone through stuff on this show.
Yeah,
even, like,
everybody has a story for sure.
deportation kind of stuff,
Right.
With no parents, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that is definitely one I think will touch home with anybody as far as a heart trigger.
For sure.
And then to see where you come now, man, testament
Props.
to you, bro.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you, brother.
I mean, like, for real, that's what's up. Said you start writing at 14. You got the rock band. Is this like you're serious about this? Are you partying still? Are you like, or not still? Or are you like working? What are you doing as far as when all that goes? And
Like
at
you
what
mean like
point-
in the rock band era?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
at that time.
I guess what I'm getting at is what point does it become like as serious
Serious.
as
Like
Cedric
music?
and Collins? Yeah, Cedric and Collins.
So you can ask anybody that's known me my entire life. Like, it was serious. It was real serious for me the moment that it happened. Like, everything that you see artists doing right now to promote themselves, to get themselves in the streets, to make themselves, you know, to grow their brand, whatever. I was doing that when I was 15 years old. You know, I was pressing up CDs and merchandise and
So high.
having websites and all that stuff. You know, when I joined the rock band, it was just like a level up. It was like, okay, I had a few other people around me who could also do these things, and we could create music together, and it kind of reach more people because there's more people involved. You know,
Right.
but it was when Sincerely Collins started in 2013, 2014. I kind of stepped away from the band for that exact reason. Really, is just not being as, in my opinion, like not everyone in the band was as serious as me
Oh, okay.
about getting to that next level and doing this on a professional level and seeing the vision of what that looks like. So that was when it was time for me to just, you know, focus on some solo music and my own ideas and what I could do, and that ended up really paying off, man.
In the band, were you the vocalist?
Yeah,
or,
I was a singer songwriter, and I was producing a lot of it too. It was very like, not to toot my own horn, but it was very much like a a situation where I was still very much like a solo artist, but with the band around me to create the ideas that I had in my head. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's crazy. So you write music too and all that? Like as far as the melodies and all that?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's songwriting and production is probably my strongest point, even more than just going out here and being the rapper or being the artist. You know, like I'm good at that because it's what I've done my entire life. I have practice. Like I have repetition. Right. But naturally, like songwriting and production and being the coach is like that's my God-given ability.
Yeah. I would say for myself too. I mean, like the writing part of it is probably my strongest suit. I've learned to like perform and do other things. You know what I mean? Because that was like this is what we were doing. But I think I could write forever. You know what I mean? Even if I wasn't performing.
How in the industry, like I said, we know a few people. And a lot of people don't write their own shit. It's crazy. It's to understand.
It's strange when you meet them. A lot of people do, but then it's strange when you meet the people that don't.
I think a lot of people, even mainstream, a lot of mainstream people don't write their shit.
Yeah, but you have to think a lot of people send them stuff like, "Hey, do my song," like, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, I mean, it's an interesting take because you can look at it from when you look at it from the rap world. It's very like there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of you know, it's a very competitive space. So for someone else to be writing your raps or to be like constructing your songs in you know an exponential way, it can seem kind of funky. But then like you go to like you know, your Michael Jackson pop or your Katy Perry or your Taylor Swift, or like, you know, if you look at the industry a certain way, you're gonna say Drake is a lot more Katy Perry, Michael Jackson than he is anything else. You know, so I put him over there too. And the way you look at it is like, well, what happens if Drake doesn't do one dance? You know what I mean? Like, what happens if he doesn't just take that song and do it? Now, you know, Quentin wrote a lot of shit too, so it's like there's raps in there as well. But you can almost look at it in the same light. Once Drake has solidified some hits that were written by other people, at that point it's probably hard to turn it down.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? And even if it is rap, I personally, when it comes to my albums and stuff, I happen to write pretty much all my raps unless it's like someone I'm reaching out to that's like
a feature or something like that.
Yeah, a feature or someone like in my camp or like my brother or something.
Because that's something I was thinking too. It's like bigger artists, they have like writing camps too. They have like sessions, you know what I mean, where they'll put some writers together that they know write well. They'll have a session. The idea will still be theirs, you know what I mean, but they'll play off of things that people say to kind of lead them in a new direction, and you know what I mean. They'll still make the idea their own, but you use other people's ideas to influence you. You know what I mean, to maybe go in a new direction that you weren't gonna think of.
100%. It's like that's exactly what it is, especially when it comes to needing to produce more
a lot,
than
for sure
your average person.
Yeah, that's crazy. At what point, okay, with the rock band, you leave them, you start Sincerely. How is it going as far as is it right off the bat? Is it you loved or what? Like, what genre of music did you?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it rap right away as soon as Sincerely Collins drops?
Yeah, so having the rock band, it kind of like I was always rapping on the side, like dropping like little rap mixtapes and stuff. Call them little rap mixtapes, but I was dropping mixtapes and stuff on the side while I was in the band, and it was something that I realized really was therapeutic for me to have both sides. Like right now, I'm needing my rock side. It's been deprived. But during that time, if I would go rap or drop a mixtape, it was like, oh man, it's like amazing balance in my psyche, you know. But I had overloaded on the rock, and it was time to just like jump into the rap atmosphere.
Are we talking like rock, like hard rock, kind of?
Not like hard rock. It was like Gym Class Heroes, like.
Oh, okay.
Sublime, like there was a lot of reggae rock with rapping in between.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean?
So it was already kind of a bridge
we were opening up for like Dirty Heads, you know, like people like that.
Okay.
We opened up for 311, Sublime with Rome.
Damn, yeah, that's shit.
So like we were doing it. Like we weren't like we were locally like getting there. You know what I mean? Like we were on the definitely the upper echelon of local local talent
At a young age,
you know,
shit, you were
touring and stuff like that.
That's it.
young teens. That's like younger than your son.
So it's just like urban life, Black Bottom Lighters kind of stuff, right?
Black
That
Bottom
type of
Lighters,
music.
You can talk to Black Bottom Lighters, they will tell you that
they
our
know about
band-
you.
our
What
band
was the band
inspired
called,
them.
if you don't mind?
Those are dogs. Shout out to them, by the way.
Yeah,
Weird
for
is the
sure.
new cool.
That was what it was called.
Mhm.
Weird is the new cool.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Weird is new cool.
Shout out to Black Bottom Lighters, they're dope as fuck.
Yeah,
man,
they're
shout
cool.
out
They
to
was
my
cool.
dogs.
And like you
Yeah.
said, Urban Life. Those are the homies too.
So pretty much as I was ending the like putting the bow tie on my band, Black Bottom Lighters was entering the scene.
Okay.
And they were like literally like the evolution of our band. Like
Mm.
they were just like they were a step above where our band was from the start. You know what I'm saying? So it was like they
Right,
kind of
right,
took the
right.
baton and took off from there.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, those guys are dope.
So you get into hip hop. How's that go? How's this going?
So
I mean, as far
Was
as
it
when
a
you,
struggle at first? you know?
yeah.
man, to be real with you, as soon as I started the Sincerely Collins shit, like everything started rolling into place in a really magical way. People started showing up in my life that were like that could press buttons and move things around and stuff like that, and I was just like, the raps were really making an impression on people. I think they had never really heard someone who sounded. I don't know that the raps themselves were like so high level. I think I was rapping pretty good, but I think my voice and presence
Which
was
makes a difference.
was like this sounds like big, like this sounds
Right.
like something that could be beyond our city, you know, and it started to like really take people by it. People really got behind me, became an advocate of me. So I had a lot of cosigns and people just like saying like, hey, push him to the next level.
That's dope. How did that feel when you started to get those cosigns?
It felt great. It felt right, you know, like as someone who's worked hard at their craft for how old am I? Almost 20 years now.
Starting at what age?
14.
At 14.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking dope.
So for someone who's that confident in their craft because of how much they've worked on it, to see the fruits of your labor meet that level of understanding of where you're at in your talent level, skill level, you know, discipline level, whatever it is, it felt good to really reach that level. You know, that's kind of what you shoot for. You kind of like set this trajectory for yourself where you're better than where you're at, and then you just wait for the universe to catch up.
Right.
You know?
Definitely.
Yeah, that's good, man. I mean, I've seen you do the Phoenix Suns halftime, Super Show,
Right.
Earl Cup.
Right, right.
Yeah, we were there for all that.
We
shit.
was there all day the whole time watching you.
Oh,
on
y'all was at
stage.
the Suns game?
Yeah, man, we was up there. We was everywhere.
Oh
Man.
man,
I
that's
remember
what's
at the
up.
Earl Cup. Well, yeah, we didn't even know. We just turned around and there you were up there on the stage. We're like, yeah,
It's like-
okay, there you
That's
go.
what's up, man.
Everywhere.
Hell yeah.
This is everywhere. And honestly, it's crazy because starting the show and we do music ourselves. So being a part of this Arizona underground scene, I listen to country music, bro. That's what I listen to. You know what I mean? So at first, I didn't realize a lot of people until I started the show, and then realized like how talented Arizona is with a lot of different versatilities and like of their own way, like
Yeah,
literally building their own way out of here. And it's crazy. You're definitely ahead of the pack as much as any of them. No joke. Number wise, we do our numbers here too at the show, and I mean you do as good as numbers as anybody does here. Like you said, beyond the state.
Right.
So, and there's not few many of us that go beyond the state so far. But now, another thing with that, how do you feel about the Arizona scene as far as music and all that? You're part of the rock and now the hip hop.
Yeah.
Any good things, bad things you could take away or give to someone that's gonna go through maybe what you went through.
Right. The scene out here is great. Like there's so much talent. There's so many artists out here that are just waiting to be tapped into to just like blow up on a mainstream level. I think it's up to just the culture and the people who are involved in the culture and call themselves the culture to just continue to push the people who really have it. And that's it. Just push the people who really, really have it, you know, and really push them, like, you know, in whatever way they can. Like, I just think Phoenix and Arizona in general just needs to do a little more helping of each other. But other than that, the talent itself is so tapped in. Like, there's 10 to 20 artists who right now can have 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify just listening to them the same way that they're listening to JID from Dreamville or Boz from Dreamville or something. Like we don't need, I mean, we would love to have a J. Cole, you know, we would love to have a Drake, but I mean, like there's plenty of artists out here who can have that second echelon,
next level,
you know what I mean?
You know, second tier.
Like you got fans all around the world who are just bumping you because you are that talented. It didn't even matter what the marketing was because you had that much talent and that many people behind you, you know?
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear at this point now. I think even everybody in Arizona is starting to realize that there is that level of talent. There's that many people. I think now it's just everybody really agreeing to, like you said, help push people forward. You know, a lot of time, we've said it so many times, everybody has just been so worried about themselves, you know. But if we could do this as like a collective community, you know what I mean, like you said, and you know what I mean, maybe we can get a few more people out there that can go further than anybody has. Right.
I was gonna say, is that what you would say is be bad about? Thing is maybe selfishness or not helping each other?
I don't even know if it's. I don't even think it's selfishness, bro. I think it's fear. I think it's just a barrier to break of people, you know, worrying past themselves. You know, like we don't have to have fear that the next person is always gonna screw us over, or that this person doing well means me doing bad. Like, you know, it's more of just a mindset, a change of framing of how you're thinking about it, and that can go a long way and make people collaborate. And like, there's a few artists out here where it's like, why are they not collaborating? These two artists both have 200,000 monthly listeners. Why are they not working on songs together so that those 200,000 per become 400,000, and that 400,000 grows it into 2 million because they're all playing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the way that economy, that systems, that machines, that computers work. Like, it's how things flow. You know, so like it's just understanding the way energy works and the way that things move, and tapping into that, not being so fearful.
And that's coming from a man that lost a lot at a young age. I mean,
right.
For you to be like that, I mean, it's like that's crazy, man. Great knowledge. Maybe one of your greatest moments. Can you tap on maybe something where you sat back? So far, I mean, I know there's plenty more to come, and I know being humble and all that, but maybe just one moment give us where you sat back and was like,
I mean, it was definitely one of the best and greatest experiences ever to have a #1 song on the radio out here. The home station, like I grew up listening to J Times 3, Carly Hustle, Melissa the Midnight Mamacita,
shout her out.
Kid and Ruben, so to just be on 98.3 and spinning more than anybody else.
It was 92.3 then, right? What was it?
Yeah, when it was 92 back.
Yeah, 92.3.
To be on that station and spinning more than anybody else in the world.
Right.
Because I was #1 on the station for 6 weeks.
Damn.
That means they decided they decided to spin me more than Drake.
Damn.
To spin me more than Beyonce. And they had me on a couple of remixes where, you know what I mean? So it was just, that was just a dream come true, man. Like, to experience that on a national level.
Did you every once in a while just turn it on to see if your shit would come on?
Every once in a while.
He said, boy, every time anyone who knew me got in the car, we was like, yo, we trying to find out how many times this is playing. Like, so
it was a thing. It was really a thing.
That's cool.
And, you know, I had a couple more on the radio after that, and just to be that person, to have that level of validity and verification and solidification in my home state.
From the town.
It just really means a lot to me.
That's
you know?
Super dope,
And then the next time that I felt that way was performance in front of that, performing on top of that sun. In the Suns arena. That was the other time that I felt like that.
Dope.
Yeah, that is cool. I mean, we're sports fans ourselves, so
I
could do that.
Can imagine getting to perform there for sure.
Yeah, man, we was crazy, great things over there. Maybe with the pandemic, man, how did you handle the whole pandemic? going on with that?
Yeah, the pandemic, man. It was and is still a little of a burden. You know, a little weird, restricting. But just from talking to a couple of my friends today, I have a friend in Seattle who was telling me that like they're hitting level 3 of their COVID shit, where it's like they're just now able to do things that we've been doing for 6 months.
Yeah, we're officially open.
We're officially open today.
Yeah, I know, that's wild.
I have a friend in Germany. She told me that that they still can't. They can only go to the grocery store. They're still at that point where when we was only allowed to go to the grocery store and get gas and then be in the house and there's no one on the road. Like they're still there right now. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for being in America and being a little bit more casual over here. Yeah. And also, COVID also gave me a little bit more extra time to work on my project. That's what I was gonna say. It's like it kind of loosened up the expectations and the impatience. Because not only was I impatient, but also people around me were very much like, yo, like, let's get this thing going. Like, let's go. Like, we haven't dropped it forever. Like, we need to drop something. We need to move. And it can be very easy to just drop, to just want to put shit out, to just want people to hear shit, to want people beyond your inner circle to hear that song that you've been working on for so long, you know? Right. But COVID really just, like, made me, like, step back and be like, all right, everybody's got to chill this year. Everybody's got to step back and just hang out. And when we do get to come back, like, people are going to be wilding and ready to go.
Definitely. Oh man, they're already starting to go.
So I was like, let me just take my time, spend another 4 or 5 months on this. And that's what COVID did for me, really. You know, it just gave me a little bit more time. Anything that gets thrown at me, I'm a fucking like,
okay.
I'm gonna neo that shit and alchemize it. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, that happened. I'm gonna use it to my advantage. You know what I mean? Like, situation with my mom, I'm gonna use it to my advantage. You know?
Yeah,
that's crazy, bro. You're different, man. I've sat with a lot of people, man, and not just like as artists, business owners, successful business owners. You know what I mean? 100,000 plus, Arizona's best, all kinds of different stuff. But you definitely talk different. You know what I mean? Like your
I think
way of
to
looking
be successful, it takes a different mentality.
And then
you can't just
they
have a normal
thing
mentality.
about it, but I think we're speaking about it. Yeah, who was speaking about it earlier about being different? It's just
we all wanna be tapping into our higher selves. That's the goal, you know, and that's gonna look different to every person. You know, each person's gonna have a different. It's like going Super Saiyan, you know.
right.
And when do when you get to a certain level, you know how to tap into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just it's gonna be you. It's gonna be you magnified. You know.
Right. Shit, well, I want to take a real quick station identification break. Can I take it real quick?
There you go, dog. Hell yeah, you rolled off easy, baby. Let's go.
I've been practicing that. Cannabis Cactus, always free.
Never prickly.
Make sure you go get this month's issue, man. Download the app. We got giveaways, all kinds of great stuff on
free.
there, man. It's free. God damn it. We have a video game. You ever check the video game out?
I haven't, but I heard it's amazing.
Dude, the fucking video game is amazing. Go check it out.
How did you do? You got the high score?
I'm the best. I'm doing everything I do is the best.
Come on.
What the fuck? Like, shit, what the hell is going on here? But I appreciate it. Holo, man.
Shout them out.
All your concentrates. They came yesterday and dropped off a boatload of these. I appreciate you.
Last week and dropped knowledge.
And then they even have stuff for the Super Show. So when we're at the Super Show, stay tuned. Look for us, man. We're gonna have little goodie bags that we give everybody.
Are we dropping that right now?
Yeah.
Try to find us. If you find us, it might be like a little Easter egg hunt. If you find us,
it's gonna be a little Easter egg. Make sure you see us. We're gonna be in there. Okay, we're gonna be media in there, taking pictures.
Check out my media
Shout out
pass.
to the Super Show, by the way, because I'm gonna feature him next month in the article. I'm gonna do him a sick one.
Shout out DJ Mad Rich.
Shout out DJ Mad Rich, fucking it up. Hello. Mama wanna eat some treats. You heard me smacking my lips. I threw some on my shirt right now. Okay.
It was the gusher. It gushed on it.
I just got this shirt. Mama Wana's, goddamn you, bro. Always got it.
They're delicious. I got the sour bells. They're fire.
Place your order, man. It's online. Go place your order. She always hooks it up. I'm gonna let my man talk about the next one.
You know what it is? We sold the pre-rolls. What flavor do we have right here? We got the MK, and we had some Jenny Kush today. Both amazing. You know what I mean? Get them where you can. They're gonna be in dispensaries all over soon, but look them up on the website so you can figure out where you can get them at, man. They're amazing. We really appreciate it. Grab me one of those, please.
What?
The Modelo.
Oh, I don't have no more.
Oh, he drank them all. Look at him. Well, either way, we appreciate it. And like you said, yeah, shout out to Holo, Mama Juanas, Muiso, all that.
Don't worry, people. We'll edit that out, okay?
I was going to say.
Don't worry about that. We'll edit that part. Man, Homemade Genius. We did a legend one. We got a good one going. My man is in the building. Cecilia Collins. If you haven't heard the beginning of this story, you're not gonna want to miss it when we put it
have
out.
to check it out.
Probably one of the most inspiring. No, I mean, I'm not trying to be fruity, or I don't even know how to be about it, because I still feel like,
Why would that be fruity?
I don't know, man. It's straight up like one of the most inspiring stories I've heard. Really,
That's crazy.
like,
Yeah.
sitting across from him.
Well, it's like he even said, you know, people probably judge just from the story, you know, like not gonna do this or probably gonna have problems with this, but you know what I mean. You
Right.
persevered through all that, you know what I mean.
Facts.
Just by being yourself, you know what I mean. That's
Yeah,
dope.
man. Being himself like no other. What you got going for 2021, man?
What's
2021?
Yeah, what's going on 2021? What are we looking at? We just seen something dropped. You just dropped.
Yeah, so we got a few videos for that have dropped, and a couple more that are coming right now. But I'm really focused on, for the next couple of months, making the perfect visuals for the big songs on the project.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. But yeah, the bigger songs on the project that are gonna really connect with the people. I want to make sure that I go crazy on them. I go Childish Gambino on them. I go Tyler the Creator on them. You know what I mean? Like they really need that visual aspect to just jump out the screen at the person.
So that's the next step, is just go heavy on the video.
Yeah, and
that's dope.
then after we put some work in on that, you know, hopefully try to get on the road. You know, that would be nice. Things are opening
Get back
back
to
up.
it. That'd be.
My boy Jaron Benton, who's on the album, he's about to hit the road tomorrow, I think, or today. So, you know, shout out to the world opening back up, and
For
hopefully
sure.
we can get that popping, you know.
Hell yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited.
that's big. Anybody exciting that you're looking to working with? Anything new besides maybe you're interested in doing acting, something else? What is it? Just music? What are we doing besides?
I mean, I'm always interested in that. I'm always taking on different endeavors and stuff like that. One of the big things that I've been tapped into actually during the whole COVID and quarantine shit is just, you know, focusing on my songwriting for sports and movies and television. That's another big accolade that I got last year, was the UFC 253 Israel Adesanya versus Paulo
they
Costa.
played your shit.
Yeah,
in the back of that.
they used my shit for my favorite fighters promo. So that was really dope. So just things like that are kind of signs that show me that I do need to focus on that lane too, because that lane's a little more of a 9-to-5 lane. You know, you make songs that are specifically to be purchased and used for these companies and these reasons. They're not necessarily going to be on your album, but they're things that can bring you income and that can bring you great accolades if they land.
Hell
you
yeah.
know, so I'm focused on that too. Shout out to Lyric House, my pub company.
That's dope. Oh,
Shout
yeah,
out to
shout
that,
them
man.
out.
If you can go back, I mean, it's crazy the story, but if you can go back to 14 before you started doing music and give yourself one piece of advice, something you didn't do, what would that be?
One piece of advice for 14-year-old Kyle. I would say just don't question yourself.
Right.
Don't question yourself. Your confidence, your know-how, the way other people perceive you, don't give a fuck about it. Don't question yourself. You're doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing it right.
Trust yourself.
Trust yourself. Trust your instincts over others.
Mm-hmm.
If you know something's right, it's right. If you know something's wrong, it's wrong.
I think a lot of 14-year-olds would benefit from
Don't regret that decision, no matter what you see after it either. You know?
Right. That's tough.
I like it.
I like it too.
Are you drinking margaritas right now?
I just fucking
In a bottle?
What is that?
I heard him open it. I'm
That's
like,
a margarita?
with Hornitos too? All right, I'm about
Word?
Yeah, man. Something a little something would have dropped me off, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate her for dropping these off for me.
That's dope. That's dope.
Speaking of that, man, are you a relationship? How's it going, man? Are you kids?
I'm currently single and ready to mingle.
Let's
baby.
go.
Hit me on Black Planet.
Let's go, he said. Holla at me. My line is open.
MySpace /
Black Planet.
Bang that line.
FarmersConnect.com.
That's what's up. Has a relationship ever played a role, negative,
Relationships
good,
have played.
in the music way? And how does that
Man.
go? You want to speak on any of that?
If you listen to this new album, it's probably the deepest I get as far as tapping into relationships.
Okay.
The first half of the album is very much dedicated to just where I was in my relationship in the past couple of years. Now I'm single, but you know, and even I've had a few relationships in the past, 6-7 years while I've been under the Sincerely Collins name, and each time, like women are the creative energy of our planet, and any time that I make and create an album, there is always that female energy and that influence of the woman who I was closest to at the time. I could hear it 100% every time.
Right.
Every time I listen back. So so that's one reason why I have so much love and respect for the women that I've been with, whether we ended well or not, because I know what women are. Like, as an artist, I've absorbed that energy and used it for myself. You know what I mean? So it's like something that needs to be appreciated, in my opinion.
Hell yeah.
Hell
yeah. I just got a mad Prince vibe from him right now, bro. Swear.
Hey, Prince probably came through and was like,
no
joke.
joke.
Let me talk.
He probably agreed with you,
You know what
though.
I'm
Just the way you broke it down, though. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just
Prince?
somebody that you would see be around a lot of women, but it wasn't like a womanizer type thing, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bet you he took a piece from all those women and creatively turned that into maybe a song. You can hear it in his music. Like he said,
That's what
he can hear.
Purple Rain itself was
I'm not
inspired
far
by
off, right?
Apollonia.
You know what I mean? Apollonia now.
That's
Let me tell you.
That's what the whole shit is. Drake's mixtape. What was the mixtape?
Fuck, I don't listen to hip hop.
So Far
where
Gone.
the letters were,
So Far Gone.
Yeah.
That was all inspired by his girl. Kanye's 808s.
Oh yeah.
Like these are all
Yeah.
even more recently, like Kendrick's Damn, like he's talking about Shireen the entire time. I mean, not Damn, Kendrick's Good Kid, Mad City. He's talking about Shireen,
That's
his first love. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, women are a huge piece of that.
for sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's hard to even hide it. Even if you're not trying to talk about him, it still comes out. Like in a song that don't have nothing to do with them, it'll still come out.
Well,
I hear it,
I got
shit.
4 daughters, so I mean, the female is a whole different story when you have the daughters. You know what I mean? So
facts.
for sure.
even like I said, seeing it relationship wise, I've never been one like a womanizer, so to speak. I don't know, but we, whatever. So, but with the girls, it's just so much different because you really see how you want your daughters to be treated.
Right.
Like it's a whole different story.
Definitely.
Scolding them than it is scolding my son. You know what I mean? So.
They make you feel different about
Oh
it.
my God!
Yeah.
Dude, just even asking for something in the store is different. You know what I mean? God damn it!
It's easy to say no to your son and shit. Like,
Oh shit! His ass, I'll let him walk. You know what I mean? Your ass is walking home, not them though. You gonna pick them up.
that's funny.
2021. We talked about that. You politics? We into politics at all? Are you politicking, man? How you feel about
I'm like,
the state of the
only,
union?
The
at
only
this
amount
point?
of politics that I'm into is like anti-politics, like just like, and that doesn't mean like anti-government, just like anti, just fucking going along with with everything that you're seeing and just acting like that shit's regular
Or
and
like
just
it don't matter.
like it don't matter, like it's regular, like it's like you don't understand the pieces that don't make sense, like you know what I mean? Like I'm just not for the whole game. It's like a big, it's a big game that people just aren't awake to. And some people are awake to, but don't want to even like talk or they just want to be numb to it, you know?
Yeah, man. That's crazy. I think everybody has their opinion on it. I like to be almost numb to it. If you want to be,
He's like, I like to,
but
I feel like
just because I deal enough on my daily basis of like making sure this is clean, this kid, this that,
Right.
to worry about, you know what I mean? What this man with millions of dollars is doing in this suit.
But I feel like a lot of people feel
will
that
affect
way.
me.
That's
you know
what
I
I
mean?
was
Like,
gonna say. Until it really affects your everyday life, then you'll start to give a shit about politics and who's doing what and who's getting voted in.
Because I started looking at the stocks and shit. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I mean? I started trying to read into all that. Like, let me see what this is about, you know what I mean? And it's all a fucking mad game scam. Like, it's crazy, you know what I mean? Like,
it is.
There's just players at the top.
tough.
There's players at the top that are just trickling down all their moves, and you know. And I'm not one to sit here and be like, yo, I'm fucking like, let's go, let's fucking rage and change. Like for me, like I say it in the song, The Other Side. I say, I'm still that monkey in the middle with a baseball bat. Television tell me where the race war's at. I, on the other hand, face more facts. When I'm dealing with the killing, I just make more raps. So it's like I just do what I'm supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about it right now. I'm raising
like you see it.
I'm raising awareness.
Yeah. You're aware of it.
This is my medium. Like if I was in politics, then I would be figuring out the strategies and things to uproot. But my mission and my thing here on this planet is to be what Thoth was for the Egyptians, which is a scribe, a translator of information and a teller of what's happening in the time, in the moment. You know, like rappers are constructing the modern Bible. You know, like when you think about it, like we're purporting on what's happening right now, everywhere. You know,
and
you
as
can
it
go
changes.
back. You can go back and it's documented. Go listen to Drake. Go listen to Ye. Go listen to Jay-Z. You're gonna find out what was going on during that time, and you know we're writing it. So that's my job: is to be a Picasso, is to be a Shakespeare, is to just come out here and do my art that reflects what's happening, so that it can be documented. Because there's other people that are in place to do all the other stuff that I have no fucking business doing because I don't know about it. I don't know I don't know anything. You know?
Right.
There's no point in me doing all the extra shit. You know, just to touch on it real quick, I was getting some backlash for not really immediately jumping out and protesting all the Black Lives Matter stuff this year and or last year. And you know, one of the reasons that I didn't jump out and just take a stance and take a side and all that is because I knew how the media was manipulating it. You know, I have friends who were in jail for weeks for protesting that stuff, came out of it like not worth it. You know what I mean? Like they're manipulating so much of it. Like you need to know what you're dealing with. And so for me to just come out and just start speaking ignorantly on something that I don't even know the infrastructure to, I know something's fucked up, but I'm not going to sit here and just start spouting out a bunch of shit that I don't know about. I'm going to raise awareness that this was happening during my time. That's what I'm going to do.
Speak on it. That was truth right there. Facts all day, man. You, like I said, you as deep as it gets. Like it seems like it's. What'd you say? I thought.
That's what happens when you grow up around old people.
Right.
Yeah. Also,
You know what
For
I'm saying?
sure.
yeah,
Definitely makes a
that's what's
difference.
up, man.
Low-key prophetical, you know?
For sure.
Man, I kind of forgot you were over there, man. What you got with my bad.
You just observing, man.
We're so used to that two-man game.
Hey,
Right.
I've been watching my guy over here, and everything that we're talking about, he is fucking
Oh, yeah, he's in
paying
there.
attention, bro. Like
He's in there.
he's totally locked in.
Yeah, man. I want to give you some camera time, bro. You got some stuff going on. You got the puff go going on.
All
You use a
right.
trimmer. You trying to do the vaping carts, right?
Yeah, so I mean, the
Not
cannabis
vaping, but
industry is, I mean, low-key like changed my life in a plethora of ways. So as a profession, I definitely wanted to be able to find an avenue that would allow me to give back and to be able to exercise my talents and knowledge to raise awareness and show people how this can and possibly improve lives, right? Or at least to break down some of the old taboos. Now, I initially got in the industry selling cartridges. and I was doing that for a hot minute. I ended up going to California to help open up a live resin cartridge company. I was all over the state of California for most of 2019. Spent a lot of time there, made a lot of great connections and business opportunities there. And then more recently, I worked with Local Joint, and with them I did extraction, cultivation.
With Local Joint Dispensary?
Yeah,
Nice.
down here locally.
They're the homies. They were just on the other day.
Right now, they're great
What's
people.
his name? Oh, damn, see? Now I can't forget his name. Now he's going to be mad at me. We don't know what name. What's up, dude? He's going to give us a tour of the new one they're opening up. Where's that at, too? See? I can't even remember. You're not helping me.
Because I'm trying to remember, but I can't
remember.
remember.
They know we high as fucking.
Yeah, they know what's going on. Damn it, they saw that Canagar we passed around this
Yeah, the Canagar, the Puffco going on.
Puffco
there.
going on.
And you want to know what's too funny about it?
Some
is
wax from Holo.
he got some holo, and we told him we had some holo. You know what I mean? That's too funny, right? We got
I
some.
already brought it on deck.
That's my dog, man. Appreciate all that you're doing and the awareness and looking out. He hit me up because of the we were blessed with giving away $1,000.
Yes, sir.
Who gave it to us?
Taquiera El Fundador.
See, I just can't say it.
Struggle with it too.
Shout out to my dog, man. He gave us $1,000 to give away. We give 500, two people $500.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so he had hit me up for it, and
So
said,
that's one of the 2 people.
Right. Exactly.
right.
Yeah.
hit me up, told me great job about doing stuff to the community. I just say we just do what we do, man. You know what I mean? Like we just happen to hang out with cool people. So
Hell
we try to
yeah.
give back everything that we get. We give back to where we came from. So
Yeah, just I love a lot of the ideologies, especially that our man Collins here just talking about. I agree with most of it. Well, really all of it. Just about working together as a community. Life doesn't have to be a competition. There's enough of the pie for everybody to eat. It's about surrounding yourself with opportunities and people that are going to help you to build and have an opportunity to help you to build them.
Mm-hmm.
Bring people up with you. You ain't got to be stepping on people or worrying about who's going to try to one-up you. Losing that fear and gaining that confidence and understanding that
I know
we're all here to
I
eat.
tell him that every
Everybody
day.
comes to the table,
Every day we're together on here. I'm like, dude, you don't gotta one up me, dude. Okay.
He's
You
just
always
mad
gotta
'cause-
try to
he just
do it.
mad because I'm at that Super Saiyan level yet. He's yet to achieve.
True.
it.
Yeah.
That
He
transcendence
looks
of
up to me
mind.
figuratively.
You listen,
I
dude.
almost struggle figuratively, literally. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
That's my dog, man. Back to the man of the hour, man. How you feeling, man? What you think about our little setup?
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm nice and toasty over here.
Hell yeah, man.
That's our goal, man. We try to make.
Yeah, bro.
We try to bring what all your fans probably what we hope haven't seen a side of you. Man,
Yeah,
is what we
it's
try to.
chill too. It's real. It's just nice and relaxing,
Yeah, we try
Good
to keep
vibes,
it
good environment.
definitely cool vibe. We try to make sure everybody's comfortable. You know what I mean? If we're gonna chop it up and ask the questions that we do and get into it, you know what I mean? We'd hope that everybody gets to be comfortable enough to, you know what I mean, hang out with us and chop it up. So
Facts.
And at the same time, man, we worked hard, man, to get here to be able to have a gentleman like you on our stage. So we take it as serious as possible, but have the fun that we do, man. We appreciate it.
for sure.
We need to do a second one. Can we get a second one, man? Talk about some other stuff, maybe.
Oh, absolutely. We gonna
We can get into like some more fun stuff next time. You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if you down, but we got some fun stuff that we do afterwards. We do a little putt and a little a game. But we don't. It's not a horse. It's called dabs. We get little shots in, man. We gonna get it afterwards, and you guys will get to see it on the footage. You want to say any last words to anybody? I know you got your mans over here, looking cool over there. Look at him.
He handling the business over
Yes,
there.
sir. Gotta have somebody
He working
going.
on the deals. He bringing some money in over there.
Yes, sir.
I know. I heard him laugh a couple times, so I know we did good. I heard him.
He said we did all
I
right.
heard him giggle a couple
There's
times.
only
over there.
there's only two times where he looks like that. Either he bringing in some money or he about to spend some money. You know what I'm saying?
He said, "I'm only doing
You know
two
what I'm saying?
things." You know
And
what I mean?
What
Making
time is
money.
it right now?
or spending
Yeah, it's
money.
4:00, so we bringing money in right now. You know what I'm saying? So we good. We good.
Right. Man, anybody you want to shout out, man?
Or where they can find you, or maybe what you want them to look out for.
Man, just shout out to y'all. To be real, like,
Hell
thank
yeah.
you guys for having me. I love your establishment. You guys are, upstanding people. Really like the vibes. I like the way you're tapped into the culture. You guys are nice guys, you know what I mean? Not just on some bullshit, not on no cool shit, you know? So I really appreciate that. And it really would be my pleasure to come back when we'll drop a video or something and come back and talk about it and chop it up again.
Hell yeah.
That'd be tight. That'd be dope, man.
Sounds good.
Where we following you at, man? All music platforms, obviously.
Yeah, like don't even worry about following me. Go listen to the music. You know what I mean? Go to type in Sincerely Collins on your Spotify, on your Apple Music, on your Tidal. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Then you'll follow him afterwards.
YouTube.
Right? Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Just let the music speak for itself.
Right on, brother. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
My dog over here, you want to say anything?
Hey, man, I'm just grateful to be here. Appreciate the vibe. Appreciate the time, man. And, just everybody stay up. Much love.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate you, man. And the Canada that went fucking forever. I don't know what the fuck.
The whole show.
Hell yeah.
I honestly
that
thought it
was fire.
I honestly thought it was like an old school joint. Like I didn't know how to. It was kind of suspect at first. I was looking.
Nah,
at
I didn't know what was going on. But
like,
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna have
what
to
the
figure
fuck
out
is-
some of them Canagars. Those were
For
fire.
real, man.
I was
It's
like,
a
what the fuck
process
is-
for sure, but when it's done, man, it's just dope.
I got you.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
it's
it. My man, what's up with you? What do you want to say?
Just want to say thanks, man, like to everybody. You know what I mean? We appreciate it. That was dope. Look out for us next week, and we'll be back at it.
Man, he forgot all kinds of stuff, but it's okay.
Did I?
I'll tell him. Hey, we're at the Loretta show this week.
Oh,
okay?
shit,
Make
you're
sure
right.
you tap in. We got all kinds of great shit that we're gonna give away.
Oh,
Shout out to Holo, okay, for the sponsorship. Shout out to Mama Mona's Eats and Treats. You know my favorite shit is
Oh,
the
you want me to
gusher.
say all that?
You know what I'm saying? What is the next
We
one?
got the Muisos pre-rolls. You know what it is. Like I said, shout them out. Go follow them. Look on the website. Figure out all the spots where you can pick them up at. We'll be at the car show.
It's going down, and this is a special episode. So I appreciate everybody that tuned in because we normally don't go live at this time. We go live from 7:30 to 8:30 every
yeah.
Thursday. So we got another guest in tonight. We're gonna shoot another one working overtime, but we had to do it for my man's.
For
My man-
sure.
My man's got, you know what I mean. We just flew him in here.
Hot off the
You know
jet.
what I mean? That's how we did that one, right? I appreciate y'all tuning in. Cannabis Cactus, always free. Hey, make sure you guys tune in.
Never prickly.
7:30 we're going again, people. So make sure y'all tap in again. I apprate it. Cannabis
Yeah, we
Cactus,
definitely, like you
always
said,
free.
That was a good one. Shouting out everybody that tuned in because it's a different time. Yeah, that was huge.
Never.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
It's never prickly. Download the app. Apple, Android does not matter.
It's free.
Fuck, I'm the homie.
Giveaways.
Top
Go
notch,
get 'em.
homegrown. This is Homemade Genius, the show.
We out.
on the other side of the camera and shit. Oh! Give it to him! Give it to him! Let's go! You gotta already go now.
Sometimes I feel like I'm bleeding. I don't know why. And I just wanna go home. Sometimes I feel like I'm a crazy man. I don't know why. And I just wanna go home. Like I'm getting to the bands and the kids.
Oh, let's go! Right by the movie. Oh! I think we could just keep it there. Right there? Yeah. Oh, okay. Never misses. Oh!
Sometimes I feel like I'm crazy.
Oh! That was deep. The defender. That's the defender. Ooh, that's tough. That's a good shot. I got 2 letters. Tied up.